and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited you're here because I'm going to be talking about all the books I want to read in December. I cannot believe it's December already. Wow, what a year. What a crazy year of reading. I read so many awesome books. But anyways, I'm going to read even more awesome books in December, maybe. As you guys might notice, I'm wearing the Christmas Evil Readathon merch. This one is Christmas Readathon Bitch Snow Globe sweatshirt that I absolutely love. It's super warm and it's just perfect for winter here. It just got really cold actually, but the creator of that readathon is Cailey from Cailey Hooked on Books, and my other co-hosts are Kelsey from Simon Slashers, Michelle from Michelle's Melancholia, and Crystal from Fiber Artsy, and all of their channels will be linked in the description box down below. Go subscribe, check out their TBR videos. There's also rec videos up too for all the prompts. It's a bingo style readathon, so not a lot of pressure there, but we're planning a bunch of fun stuff. We're going to be doing like a group watch, and we're going to be having like a little Christmas party and possibly some reading sprints and stuff, so it's going to be so much fun. But I am also planning on participating in the Predicathon Readathon that I know Books with Lexie and Michelle from Michelle's Library are hosting, and there's a bunch of other co-hosts for that one too. There's kind of a lot, but I will link somebody's channel down below for that one. And then there is a Malazan Readathon happening. I saw this on Cailey, Cailey's book, from Cailey's Books Stories, her kind of talking about this readathon, and it was so weird. I had like crazy deja vu. I guess I was going through my shelves trying to, you know, get rid of some books, and I was like, am I gonna get rid of this? And I was like, I should ask Cailey if she's read this, and literally I saw she's doing a readathon. She has not read it. She is one of the hosts of this readathon happening in December for Gardens of the Moon, which is the first book of Malazan. I know you're like, you're a horror channel now, but this is like some dark fantasy. There's a lot of epic war scenes that are supposed to be really gory and like in that darker horror fantasy part, but it's so big. Oh my gosh. But I got the audiobook from Scribd, so definitely will be doing that. I'm very excited to finally read this, and it's supposed to be pretty dense. Like this is pretty dense. It's high fantasy, but this cover is so gothic too. That's why I got this like 2 years ago. I was like, oh, I love the cover. It's so cool. I'm gonna read it because I'm like into fantasy, and then I never read it because I'm not into fantasy anymore. But we shall see how this goes for December, how far I make it. And getting into the Christmas Evil Readathon prompts, the books that I want to read, starting with Black Christmas. This is like Black Magic or the Occult, and for that I want to check out The Reddening by Adam Novell. This is a folk horror book, and I love the cover. It's so cool, and I believe this is available to listen to on Scribd too, and I've never listened to an Adam Novell book because usually they're not available, so I'm really excited to check it out. I believe it's on KU as well, so yeah, I'm really excited to check it out. And then the next prompt is Krampus, read a book, like a creature feature book, and for this I'm going to try to check out Krampus, the Yule Lord by Brom. I am on the hunt for it around my local libraries at the moment, so hopefully I'll get my hands on one. If not, I might just do the audio, and I know there's pictures in it, so I'm like, I will get upset if I don't get a physical copy in time, but we shall see. I loved Slewfoot. I loved reading it physically and being really engrossed in that and seeing all the pictures of the oh gosh, the wild folk. Anyways, the next prompt is Christmas Carol. Read a supernatural book, and for that I am rereading my all-time fave book, The Shining by Stephen King. I did get my hands on the audio from this from Libby. It just came in, so I will be reading this very early on in December, or rereading it, and I hope it still holds up from Katrina, or like, you know, Katrina 8 years ago when she first read this. She loved it. and I love the movie too, so maybe I'll definitely be rewatching the movie and reading the book, and it's so awesome. I call it this time of year, instead of like the holiday season, I call it the shining season. Sorry if I keep looking down. I don't have the bingo board in front of me. I just took notes because I had to like have it all written out. So the next prompt is a gifted book, and for that I went with Amina and the Undead by Amy Mccaw. Amy Mccaw is so sweet. She has a channel here on YouTube, I will link as well, and she sent me a copy, and that was so sweet of her. I've already ordered the second book in this series because I just know I'm gonna like it. This is a vampire book. It's set in New Orleans, and it's very much inspired by Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So I love me some Buffy. When I am feeling sad, I actually watch Buffy. If you guys didn't know, I switched to Buffy instead of my typical cartoons, The Simpsons or Bob's Burgers rewatch. I will do a Buffy rewatch when I'm feeling a little low or something. I'll put it on. It always makes me so happy. But yeah, I'm so excited to read this, and also this looks like Christmas colors too. This looks pretty holiday-ish. Next prompt is Sleigh Bells, read a slasher, and for that I just went with one of Cailey's recommendations from her video. This is Escape from Happydale by Jack Quaid. I don't know anything about this series. I know there's 2 books in this. It's on KU. It looks pretty easy. I know she liked it, and Cailey is a pretty tough critic, so I typically like all the same stuff she ends up liking too. So yeah, I'm really excited to knock out this little slasher on KU. And the next prompt is set in winter, and for that I will be listening to on Scribd Moon of the Crusted Snow by Rice. Oh gosh, I totally butchered that name, but I'll put it up here. I knew as I was writing it out, I was like trying to do the pronunciation written out, but I do not write well, apparently. I don't know anything about this, honestly. It just kept coming up as a recommendation on Scribd for me, and audiobooks are definitely going to save my reading in December because I'll be so busy. I will be working 2 jobs, probably 50 hours a week, and yeah, I know audiobooks are gonna have to be the way to go typically. Maybe I can sneak in a couple physical, but this is a very short audiobook, so I love the cover too. It's very wintry, and I'm excited to read it. And the next prompt is Santa's Little Helper, and for that I will be listening to another audiobook from Scribd, Krampus, the Thief of Christmas. I hope they let me listen to all these books, honestly, and I don't know anything about this. I'm assuming it is about Krampus and stealing Christmas, so it is a little bit of a spooky little middle grade here. I was gonna say little again. No, I'm not gonna say little 500 times. I just did it. Last prompt is Reindeer Ride, and that is to read a translated work or a non-US author, and for that I'm going with In the Miso Soup by Ryo Murakami, and I'm so excited to read this. I recently hauled this, and it's very little, and I believe this is a serial killer or horror book. I see great reviews about this book, so I'm very excited to read it in December, and also sticking with the theme here of red and white, it's very Christmassy. Okay, so I already talked about Predicathon, and then I didn't talk about the book I was going to read for the first round of Predicathon, and that is They All Died Screaming by Christopher Triana. I am predicting 5 stars for this one. It is available on KU. I'm so excited to read this one. I hear great things about this one. As you know, Christopher Triana wrote Gone to See the Riverman, which is one of the most disturbing but beautiful books I've ever read, and it's stuck with me. It's not fun, but it's an experience, and I gave that book, I believe, 4 stars or 4.5 stars, so I'm thinking I will like this one. It is a post-apocalyptic book as well, which is always fun around the holidays. Just kind of wishing, like, civilization, please stop, please end. That's not very festive of me. But anyways, this is about a pandemic that people just like start screaming. And that's all I know about it, and I'm very excited to read They All Died Screaming for the holidays. Have it. That is my December TBR. We have a Malazan Read-a-thon, we have Predicathon Readathon, and we have the Christmas Evil Readathon. That is going to be so much fun, and hopefully this will be out on Black Friday. Yeah, the most evilest of the holiday days, especially for retail workers. But I will talk to you guys in the comments. Let me know which book are you most excited to read in December, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Bye!